Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. Thank you so much for making time to just come in and sit with us, and get to know who we are and what we offer, and then now cover things that have been, given out as myths, you know, and then get to know the feel. All right. So my name is Christine and I will be taking you through the webinar. I'll also be assisted by my good colleague, that is Edith. She will come in later in the presentation. So we'll get to cover the myths and misconceptions that people have when it comes to online learning. So this is in accordance with the first presentation we did, the first webinar we did, where we highlighted the benefits, all right, of studying online, also unlocking the power of studying online with the first webinar that we did around January, where we talked about the universities that we have worked with that are in the Russell groups, the fees, we covered the fees, approximately how much do you need to get a master's, a bachelor's, in these good schools online, all right? And also we highlighted the study modes, if you need to study part-time or full-time, how do you go about that? The study period, the duration, are they the same as on campus, also the programs that are offered online, can you get masters online? Can you get PhDs online and bachelors online? We highlighted this in our first webinar. And now, this time, now part two, we would like to now address the myths, or rather the questions that we always have, when we are doing counseling, program counseling, that clients come in having, or what they've had from their friends who are studying other programs online, and they have concerns about, those issues. So today we will cover these issues, and then feel free to engage with us. I want this to be an engaging webinar. I just don't want to, talk and bore you to death. So I would like this to be engaging. If you have a question, feel free either to chat with us on the chat box, or rather you can raise your hand, and then from there we can pick you. I can pick you, and then you address the issue that you have. Also with us, we have guests who are currently studying online from our good universities. All of them are studying from universities in the UK, and we will be able to hear from them, from the horse's mouth. All right, what it is like to study online. Are they having challenges? Is it something that is favoring them when it comes to their life rhythm, work, and study balance, And we also get to ask them questions, all right, so that you get the feel of it, okay? So stay tuned. As I said before, my name is Christina Chiem Oma, and I'll be taking you through this presentation. So please allow me to share my screen so that we can start the presentation, and then feel free to engage. I want you to ask as many questions as you can, all right, so that by the time we are out of this place, you will be content, all right, and then you'll be ready to start your journey online. So, number one myth that we always have with us. Number one myth is, will I be studying for free? So online degrees aren't usually free, all right? They aren't usually free. But one thing for sure, we have good scholarships. And then it is not a full scholarships, but are partial scholarships. And then these online ventures, online program, online masters, bachelors, or PhDs. They are usually on a lower side. They are usually affordable. So you get, for example, a student who maybe will pay 4.5 for the first year of a bachelor's degree. That 4.5 is a whole program, is a whole school fee for a whole program when you come to online. So it's usually slashed into half, all right? Or even that fee is covered for the 4 years when you are learning online. So these universities, they always they always think that okay, we are offering this program online. It is the same program, same structure, same modules online, and it is half clashed. So we are not in a position to ask for full scholarships, or they are not offered for free. So one thing about this is that you will not break your bank, or you will not bend backwards to afford this masters or bachelors or PhD. That's the good thing about studying online. It might not be, or it is not free, or we don't have full scholarship, but we have flexible payment plans. We have students who pay per module, as low as you get a deposit as low as 50,000. So for anyone who maybe they've just started their careers, or they want to upskill, this is budget-wise friendly. And if you are also a family guy, you have started your family and you want to spend wisely, this is a good venture for you. So it might not be free, it might not have full scholarships, but we have flexible payment plans, we have discounts, we have deposits, that they range as low as 50,000 as you upgrade. All right. So the second myth that I would want to address, that is, my certificate will indicate that I have completed the program online. This is a myth. The students that we have worked with and they have graduated, maybe from University of Kiel, University of Essex, University of Liverpool, there is nowhere where your certificate will be written that you have done this online. You will get the same certificate, same recognition, same value, or all right, awarded by the same university. Okay, so the university that we have on campus, when they have that program online, you are treated as an on-campus student. Sorry for that. I have a cold, so you bear with me as we go along. Okay. So they have, as I said, they have the same values, the same recognition, even from the same university. So there is nowhere it will be specified that you have done it online. Okay. So you will get to have your certificate, same as the person who is doing it on campus. All right, the same as the person who is doing the bachelor's or the master's or the PhD on campus. So do not worry about your certificate maybe having a lesser weight and stating that you have done it online. All right, even EU Business School, if you get to see the certificate, if you get to see the certificate for online students, there is nowhere it has been written that you have done it online. Same as Arizona, University of Arizona. They even highlighted that your certificate will not be different as anyone who has done it on campus. So please, do invest, study with confidence, either from your couch or on campus, according to your budget, according to your flexibility. Have the confidence that your certificate will have the same weight and it will be able to speak for itself. All right. So another myth that I would want to also cover on this segment, that is myth three. I cannot study in ranked universities online, that their programs are only available on campus. Uh, this is not true. We have top universities like University of Liverpool, Brunel University, that offer very, 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 very affordable master's program, bachelor's program, Essex University, very known schools that are highly ranked that offer their programs online. So on top of this, you are not only studying from the comfort of your home, all right, but you also get globally recognized certificate without even the need to relocate. Okay, so the good thing is with distance study, we have partnered with universities that are highly ranked and offer their programs online. So when it comes to applications, enrollment, getting your offers, getting a good payment plan, we have you covered. All right. So we make sure that the certificates that you're getting from the school, it is verified, it is valid, whether you want a top university, highly ranked or in the Russell group, or you just want a middle rank, that is still recognized and has affordable fees. It is your choice, it is your pick. What I'm trying to drive at is that we can get master's program, bachelor's program from this ranked universities. So as I continue on, I would like to invite my colleague, head of our department, that is Edith Samwai. She is also a program counselor, also the distance study manager. She will take us through the rest of the myth that is from before, all right? And then from there, we'll have a moment with our students who are studying with us just to get to know the field. Hello, Edith.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
I'm fine, Edith. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And also thank you for the contributions that you're going to make in the webinar. I know we'll get so much wisdom and so much comfort knowing that online studies, it's affordable, it's possible, all right? And it is legit as anyone who has studied on campus. So I'd like you to take us through the other myths that we have also, or you have that clients that have come in with these questions or these myths. I would like you to address them and also answer some questions that we might have from the audience. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Christine. I'll request you to keep on sharing your slides.
All right.
So
All
that
right.
you can just move on your end.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. As she has said, my name is Edith, and I'm in charge of this department. We are honored to have you all. And I think we'll continue interacting with you on an individual basis. As of now, let's continue with the presentation. So as Christine has said, this session is about dissecting the myths that are there regarding online studies. Being in an African setup where online studies is kind of looked in different perspectives, it is good for us to debunk those myths so that everyone is aware that online studies works for all of us. So as we move into the fourth myth, which is usually about how you're going to get your study materials and how are you going to be supported to study online. I'm going to combine myth 4 and 5. So when it comes to online studies, you are not alone. Your study materials, you're going to find all your study material in the student portal. I think Christine has mentioned that you're going to have access to a student portal when you register to study in any university that you pick. Within this portal is where you're going to get your library access, your discussion boards, your timetable, and every other thing that concerns your study is going to be placed in that portal, yeah, the student portal. So you don't really have to just Google or use ChatGPT. All the study materials, all the books, all the journals that you require for your studies are going to be accessible to you. Then the same way an on-campus student has access to their library and all access to a tutor. So for online, the only difference is that you're not attending the class physically, but you have access to a tutor who is going to, who you can plan to do a one-on-one with, or who you can email in case there's any delay, let's say in an assignment or such things. So study materials are available and you're not alone when you're studying. We can move to the next slide, Christine. Number 5. Yeah, thank you. So as I said, I'm going to join Myth 4 and 5 together. So for Myth 5, it's all about the support that you're going to get. Most of the clients that we receive don't really want to do like a self-paced study. They want someone or something that is going to ensure they keep track of what they're doing. And for all the universities we deal with, aside from you having a personal tutor, you have a timetable that you follow, okay? You have to be disciplined in following this timetable, yeah? Once you pass the timelines, you may even fail the program, or you have to do the program again, and that means the module, sorry, and that means you have to pay for it again, yeah? So these mean that online students don't have support and are not disciplined in the way they do their studies is a myth, which we are debunking today. And we're telling you that the support that our universities offer you is top notch. There's no place that you're going to get stuck. Wherever you get stuck, there's always a solution. There's a student support, there's an IT support system, there's a finance support office. So every department has a link with you, and you're going to be able to be assisted in every step of the way, yeah? When it comes to study period, most of the online programs are part-time. And what do I mean by this? You are required to commit about 15 to 20 hours in a week for study, yeah? So this already gives you a form of discipline, because when you lag in committing those hours, of course, it's going to affect the end product. So there's discipline in online studies, and it's possible to do it even when you're working, okay? And our invited guests are going to talk more about this, and you will see that it's actually a process that works very well, yeah? So on to the next myth, Christine. Okay, yes. So most of us have known that studying online means doing those short computer courses, for example, cybersecurity, design, and all that. So this is a myth that we'd like to erase. Online studies, you can do any level of study online. With the institutions that we have partnered with, they offer programs across every level, from a foundation program up to even IGCSE, they offer it online. In case there's a student who maybe didn't do well and he or she needs to repeat the course or a subject, right from IGCSE up to the PhD level, we have programs available for each and every one of us. So please don't think that you're left out when it comes to online studies. Short courses are there, yes, and we have a number of short courses, but we also would like to emphasize that you can do your master's online, you can do your PhD online, you can do your undergraduate, you can do continuous assessment programs, CPDs online. We have all those options for each and every one of us, yeah? So it's not only short courses that are offered online, okay? Yeah. On to the next one, please. Okay, so myth number 7. talks about my international qualification will not be recognized in the local job market. This is such a big myth, and it's not correct. The universities that we have partnered with, they are internationally accredited. Our management board ensures that we partner with institutions that are recognized in their country and globally. So every institution that we share with you, once we interact with you and we share the links with you, rest assured that these institutions will be accepted in the local job market. And we also go a step further to request our clients to have a conversation with their industry experts and confirm if this program or if this university is going to be accepted in their field of career. Okay, so any institution we will give you, any interaction we have with you regarding any institutions that we give you, rest assured that these institutions are internationally accredited and they're going to help you in the local job market. And it's an added advantage having a certificate from an international university, because now it's not just in the local market that is going to be accepted, but in the international market as well. So I just want to emphasize that every institution that we work with is accredited. We usually go ahead to give you the ranking of the institution if you require. We give you the website for you to go and do your own research and then come back to us for feedback. But we assure you that every institution that we work with is internationally accepted. Yeah. So on to the next slide. Christine. Okay, as she takes us through the next slide, I just want to remind everyone that our chat box is open. Feel free to ask any questions. We're going to have a Q&A session at the end, and we'll be able to answer all those questions for you. Yeah. So, Christine, you can go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much, Edith. Thank you for such an insightful moment for clients who want to now invest online. So as I mentioned earlier, we have guests in the house who are currently studying online, and what I was thinking was that I wanted them to come and just speak briefly and introduce themselves, of course, and then speak briefly on how online studies have been, how the journey has been for them, that have challenges, do they have challenges, do they have, moments where they feel overwhelmed to balance between their jobs and their studies, and also the pros of studying online. The reason that they have been able to make for themselves, to be able to upskill in the same breath as also venturing into their careers. So I would like to start with our first client. We have our students who are actively working. So we would like to start with our first client, who is Linda Liseka, a very good friend of mine. And what I know about Linda is that she is very excited from the first time we met, from the time she got her offer, from the time she started studying. She has been so excited. And whenever I check up on her and listen to, her stories, her ventures, I just, it's like a happy moment, like, aha, it's a happy moment to know that, your client is very happy to upskill, and they are enjoying the journey, and they are not regretting, investing in their online studies. So right now, she is doing her master's. I will let her talk about it. I don't want to, be a spoiler. So I'll let her introduce herself, um, uh, the current field that she is working in, and then also the program that she is currently doing and Reach University. So, hi, Linda.
Hi, Christine.
Hi.
Hi, Edith. Hi, everyone.
Oh my goodness, nice to see you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can see you're actually speaking so highly of me. I'm wondering, is that really me?
But yes.
Oh,
That is you. Yeah, you
thank
know,
you. Thank you.
that is you. And I was so excited when you accepted to jump into the webinar and just have a moment with us, you
Of
know.
course, of course, of course.
And I can't wait for everyone to just get the feel, from your own eyes, from your own perspective of how online learning is, given that you work in a very, very busy field.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, you work in a demanding field. I mean, there are many times you have projects going on, right? And
Yes,
then you
yes.
have to deliver, you have to implement, and then on the same page, you have to upskill, you want to upskill and get your master's. So please just have your moment, my dear.
Thank you, Christine. Trust me, behind this smile, it is not easy. It has not been
Yeah.
easy. But yeah, thank you so much. Just to dig into it, I was looking for a school. Somehow I was roaming the internet. I bumped into Christine, and then along the way, Edith as well. So they helped me source for a school, which actually really fitted what I was looking for. So I ended up enrolling at Essex University for a Master of Science in Project Management. We started the program 3 months ago, that is in April. And for sure, the first day, of course, the admission has happened. We are now starting classes. We were given a 2-week induction period, which was 10 days. The first day of that first day of induction, we got into the call. After the call, I was asking myself, what did I just get myself into? Yes. Anyway, so all along, it has been crazy, I can say. What you need is very good time management skills. I work in a very demanding industry right now, thankfully within projects in my department. So what I do every single day, I have to set aside time in the morning and time in the evening for catching up with classes. And of course, because classwork means you have assignments, you have discussion forums, you have journal entries to be done, you have the assignments that come within the module. So every module is split into units that last 12 weeks. Every week is equivalent of a unit. So every week equivalent to a unit, and they're bundled into twos, unit 1 and 2, unit 3 and 4, unit 4, 5 and 6, and so on. And in every unit, there is a discussion forum that needs to be done. There's a journal entry that needs to be done. Midway the module, by unit 5 and 6, you get a mid-module project that you need to hand over. And then same applies to 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the last module. Just to iterate what Christine and Edith have also mentioned, there is nowhere where you get stuck. Every other time you have a question, you have a business study skills team to support you, you have an academic skills team to support you, you have the tutors, you have the student advisors. They are available on almost like a 24-hour schedule throughout. you give them, you send them an email, you can call them, you can schedule a one-on-one coaching session, whichever area of support that you need, they are available and you can always get in touch. At the same time, we get content and enrolled onto the e-library for the schools attached to our student IDs on the student portal. So whenever you're doing assignments, you are not stuck. You don't have to think about where do I get resources to answer this particular question or anything like that. Everything is laid out. Everything is there available at any particular point. So let me leave it there at the moment. And in case there are questions, I will be happy to answer.
Yes, my dear. Thank you so much for that
Thank you.
elaborate answer. So I've seen in the chat box, I think one or two of us have asked. I think it's concerning the study time. So one of the concerns that we have is that are students able to access learning materials to support when they need it? So question to you, Linda. For you, have you found that EdTech's online platform reliable and accessible during your preferred study hours? Or is it that it is scheduled and you cannot access it at a given time?
Oh, absolutely. It is very flexible. They don't set for you that you have to be seated doing classwork at a particular time. You have to set your own time management so that you're able to cover all the content within the module and in time for submitting with the deadlines that have been given. So what happens, like for me, in the program that I'm on, as I mentioned, they usually have unit 1 and 2, and within unit 1 and 2, you have a discussion forum, you have a journal entry. So they spread it within every 14 days, then you're supposed to, they spread that, the content that's supposed to be submitted for grading within the 14 days. So they give you, like today is 17th. So 14 days from today, then covers the deadline of when you're supposed to do the submissions.
Right.
So for me, I do early morning reading, and then after work, I also put in some hours so that I am able to cover my 15 to 20 hours of class time every week. That's how I schedule mine, yeah.
Wow, that's a top-notch time management, Linda. You see, I speak highly of you because...
Thank you. And yeah, just to also confirm, I am really excited to study at ESSEX. They have made it enjoyable. They have made it possible. I can't believe I am back to class after more than 10 years and still enjoying it as it is. So yeah. Kudos.
So which means it's a smooth transition and also a sustainable way to grow academically for you?
Very much so. Very much so. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I'd want to also now, maybe Linda, just to, I'm sorry for taking much of your time.
It's fine. It's fine.
We had said like around 5 minutes, but I would like us to like answer one question from the chat box. So we have Ashley asking. Let me just read it for you.
Okay.
So I think we had covered this already, but I don't mind you answering again. So Ashley is asking, do online students have access to support services? So in terms of academic advising, in terms of career counseling, do you have those forums, those supports? Do you have that discussion maybe with your peers or your program coordinators when it comes to maybe academic advising or career counseling?
Yes, Ashley. Online students have access to all those support groups, whether it is academic or pastoral or just well-being. You have access to all those groups. They hold academic weeks in between, like even when did you have academic week? 2 weeks ago, we had our academic week with the study skills team.
Yeah.
And in the event that you need any any support in between, then yeah, they are also available on email, on call, on one-on-one. If you have to schedule the engagement, yeah, they are available.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Linda, for your time. Thank you so much for the contributions that you have made. I must say, I have so much joy, and so much contentment that this is a living testimony that studying online, it is possible. All right, it requires the same discipline as studying on campus, and it
Yes.
is also flexible. And I'm so glad that you are enjoying it. I'm so glad that you are excited about
Totally,
it.
totally,
I
totally.
am so proud of you being disciplined enough.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And yeah, and giving your time. I know it's not easy, but you're making it work, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
making it possible. So
Very.
to our audience, it is very possible, as Linda has just mentioned. You just need the right support, the right, cheer squad, the right people to check up on you. Discipline counts. Discipline goes a long way from
Yes,
giving in your hours,
yes,
from
yes,
asking for help, joining in discussions, get to know what the school is doing, like in between academic weeks, what is there. If you need help, please do not feel like you are alone. You
yeah,
have community online, in the online platform that can offer you same support as an on-campus student. So thank you so much, Linda.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, let me release you and go back. You can go back to work. I know I've taken your time off work, and
No,
I'm
it's okay.
so
This was your
grateful.
hour. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes,
so
thank you for inviting
grateful.
me as well.
All
Yeah,
right, Linda. Thank you so much, my friend. I
all right.
hope we will continue to speak more.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you so much. So next, I would like to invite Maureen. Uh, Maureen has been a student at Essex as well. She is also doing, also upskilling. She is new in her career. And I would also like her to speak about her journey in upskilling, online study, and also as as a new person who is in her career, um, she's trying to upskill, all right, and make good value of her career journey. So I'd like to invite her. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Christine.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence in our webinar.
You're welcome.
And I'd like you to just introduce yourself. If you'd like, you can tell us what you do and how did you join Essex, how did you settle on it and how it is going so far.
Okay. So,
All
hi,
right.
everyone, and thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Maureen, and I'm currently pursuing my master's in procurement and logistics at the University of Essex. I'm so glad to hear I have classmates, no, schoolmates. I didn't know. First things first, I just want to say a massive thank you to Universe for playing such a key role in helping me, not only me, also my 3 other cousins to secure a spot at the university. For them, they went physically. So honestly, you made our dreams come true, and I'm truly beyond grateful. So if you're thinking, for everyone out here, if you're thinking about studying and you're not so sure where to start, Universe is definitely the plug. Now let's talk about my online learning. Wow, it's such a ride. When I first started, that is last year, October, honestly, I had mixed feelings. I was excited, I had anxiety, and a little bit of what am I getting myself into? I wasn't so sure if I will be able to manage everything, especially because online learning requires a lot of self-discipline and independence. But let me tell you, once you find the rhythm, it becomes not just manageable, but also empowering. For me, I found that I study best either very early in the morning before the world wakes up and start demanding attention, or slightly sometime late in the evening when things are just quiet. That peace and silence really helps me focus. And let's be honest, even sometimes I do it on a cup of coffee to get me through. The pressure, yes, let's talk about the pressure because yes, it's real. Life doesn't just pause because you're in school. You still have, let's say, responsibilities. You still get tired. You still want to binge watch favorite series, guilty as charged, or you still have probably family to take care of. You still have your own things going through. You want to do them all, but what I've learned is to give myself grace. Not every day will be perfect. Some days I feel like I'm on top of everything, and other days I'm just surviving. And guess what? That's okay. There are moments where you really get overwhelmed. You feel like giving up. Maybe you're juggling too much. Maybe you're mentally drained, or maybe you're just wondering, is it really worth it? But what has always kept me going is reminding myself how far I have come. And honestly speaking, the school fees alone is just a big motivation to tell you not to give up because you don't want all the sacrifice to go to waste. And here's the beautiful part, it gets sweeter with time. So in the school program, once you fail, you feel that pitch, you feel that hitch because you really have to pay, or it takes a process for you to redo that module, and you have to get into your pocket for you to pay another fee for that module, for you to do better, for you to just be at par with the rest. That's why I'm telling you, the school fees alone is a big motivation for you not to give up. Once it gets sweeter with time, once you start seeing your results, once you get through a difficult module and that grade pops up, it feels so good, and you realize all the late night and probably the sacrifice were absolutely worth it. I know some people are wondering, will I ever really get to connect with my classmates, or if it's all online? And the answer is yes. You will be surprised how quickly you will start recognizing names, how you'll be bonding over discussion boards and supporting each other during group project. In fact, the professors intentionally organize group discussion and team assignment. And that's honestly one of the best way to get to know your classmates, to network. You laugh, you brainstorm, you even struggle together and build a connection. You don't feel alone. For the support system, the school offers you a great support system for all the students. Whenever there's a technical glitch, they're always there to help you. Whenever probably you fail to present your assignment on time, or maybe there's a problem for you to present your assignment, the support system is usually there at your aid. They never frustrate you. They're always available for you. So balancing work, life, and study is a bit jangling, except sometimes you jungle on fire, but planning makes all the difference. For me, I use a calendar, to-do list, and alarms. Yes, I have a lot of alarms for everything, even to remind me to take breaks. Just like my colleague was wondering why my alarm was on, and I was, oh my God, I have this Zoom class I have to attend. So alarms are just there for me. They're just, I don't know how can I call it. They're just like a parrot. They're there for me to help me make my schedule easy. Breaking assignment, they help me break my assignment also into smaller tasks, and also help me avoid the last minute panic, because the last minute panic can get you overwhelmed. You won't even finish whatever you're doing properly. One thing I really appreciate about my online courses is the flexibility. Like this period, I have 2 modules. And in my 2 modules, me saying 2 modules, someone can say it's a big thing, like you usually Monday to Monday you're there, classes and all. But no, it's so flexible because one of the modules I attend them on Tuesdays, the other one I attend them on Fridays. One of the modules I attend them probably at night, and the other one I attend them noon. But I have learned at my own space, I can attend recording sessions if I miss a live one. So probably maybe like the Friday one, if I miss, not knowingly, not willingly, I can attend a recording session because they have done that easily. And I still participate in discussions and group projects. Honestly, it makes me feel, even though I'm not physically on campus, I'm just connected there. If I were to sum it all up, it's challenging, yes, but so worth it. You grow not just academically, but also personally too. You become more organized, you become more resilient, you become more proud of yourself for sticking with it. You just feel so good about it. So to everyone thinking about it, just go for it. You don't have to all figure it out. Just take one step at a time, lean on your support system, and don't forget to celebrate the little wins because every win counts. So thank you again for having me here. And I hope my story gives you a little nudge of confidence to chase your goals. All I know, you got this.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing Edith, just you're tooting your horn. That was so amazing. Oh my goodness. Thank
That
you,
was
Maureen.
beautiful.
That was beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you, Maureen. Thank you, Maureen, so much. Thank you so much. You have highlighted some very, very, very important points that I would like our audiences to just note down. That when you miss a live class, you will find it recorded. You know,
Yeah.
I know as compared to the traditional classroom. You know, when you miss that live session, trust me, it won't be recorded. That is how you just missed a class. But online, you have it recorded. She has said that she has the best support, you know, her peers, her classmates, you know, they struggle together to get solutions. So she just highlighted one of our myths that you don't have support. You have support as close as your classmates. You know, they check up on you. You have the time to mingle. You network with people not only from Kenya but from across the globe. You know, you get to have different experiences. You know, different cultures coming in one hotspot, and you get to learn. Oh my goodness, Maureen, I'm so happy for you that you are experiencing this other side, you know, of just getting your feet into the cold waters, and you know, navigating and everything. I am so happy, despite of it being challenging and overwhelming. You're able to see, you know, the silver lining, and you're able to navigate. I know it's a jungle, but the way you're juggling it, Mama, I must recommend you for a good job. You're doing good. You're doing good, and keep up. I know, I know. When you are about to graduate, please, when you want to graduate on campus, please do not hesitate to contact us. We will work things out. All right, so that you know, so that you get the icing on the cake. Hello, Tyson. Tyson, please mute your mic. Unless you want to ask a question. Thank you so much, Tyson. Thank you so much. So, Maureen,
Earlier on, sorry,
yes.
about the
So,
graduation.
yes.
There's something you were saying about the graduation.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I was saying when you want to when maybe when you are done with the studies and you want to graduate on campus, please, please, please. It is possible. We will just confirm with the school if we can get an invitation letter. I feel like you need that icing on the cake. You
Honestly,
know?
I do because I want now to meet my classmate in
Oh, yes.
one. I'm the only Kenyan in my class. We are all over. We are diverse. I want it. I wouldn't. If there's something I would love, is that one.
So, Edith, please, if you're in the room, let's work out something. Let's start this conversation
Definitely.
with positivity.
Definitely. We will ensure that you go on campus
Yes,
for graduation.
yes, yes, yes. You need it. You deserve this icing on the cake for so much that you're giving in. You deserve this icing on the cake. All right.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
maybe just the last question. With this support and maybe now your ventures in the online studies, would you say that it is for you? Would you say that it is a sustainable way to grow academically?
Honestly, yeah, it's a positive way to grow academically, honestly. Thank you for your
Yeah.
question. I absolutely
Mm,
agree. Sometimes
mm,
I've discovered, so how can I say it? I've discovered like I've discovered that I'm more of an early bird than a late night owl, basically.
mm,
I truly do thrive when it's super quiet. So I
mm,
usually either study, I don't know, I study, yes, in the morning before everything gets busy. And sometimes in the evening when everything has calmed down, that's when my mind is clearer and I can really concentrate without distraction. I do follow the university's timetable for classes and deadline, but yes, I have also created my own personal timetable that
mm,
suits my life. It includes my studies slots, assignment planning, and even reminders to take breaks because let's be honest, when you're studying from home, it's very easy to burn out without realizing it. So the
yeah.
rhythm definitely favored me. It gives me flexibility without losing structure. I know when I'm most productive, that freedom helps me show up as my best self in class discussion, also in real life work, also at work. I had a social anxiety. Let me just be honest. I had a social anxiety. I have been because I work from home, so I don't have that capability to meet a lot of people and all. But wow, my class, my group, my what, you have to talk often. You have to, like, even being in such a space, talking to everyone without being anxious and all, it has really helped me in a lot. So I have learned to be more disciplined, which I believe is a key strength that only learning helps develop. And honestly, I love that I can still live my life, work, and grow while pursuing my studies. So that balance has made my journey more enjoyable and sustainable.
Oh wow, that is flexibility in its finest.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Maureen. Thank you so much, so much, so much for the insight. Thank you so much for your contributions. It has been amazing having you. And yeah, I hope we talk more soon. And you start planning, yeah, start planning for your graduation.
Can't wait to finish.
So thank you so much. Let me release you so that you can go back to work.
Thank
But again, we have really enjoyed your company. We do not take it for granted. Your insights have been valuable to us. And I hope to any client who is planning to invest online, just know it can happen. It is possible. You just need the right direction. You need the right counseling. You need the right discipline. And, you know, you can make it happen. So again, I'd like to invite Edith just to, you know, take us through how distance study now as a department, how we come in and make this dream a reality for you. So Edith,
Okay.
yes, my dear.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you to Linda. Thank you to Maureen. You guys are the best. We are honored to have you as part of us, and thank you for sharing your journey. Stick around in case there are any questions from the audience, just in case. So how does the distance study come in? After all these discussions, what do we help you with? As Linda and Maureen have told you, we assist in the application process. We get you a university that is of your liking and suits your needs, suits your career projection. And then we go ahead and guide you on the application process. There are some documents we require from you for us to do the application process on your behalf. And after that, when you get your offer letter, we also come in to do the to assist you with the enrollment process. Some of these universities, before you do the orientation process, it's a bit technical when you're doing the enrollment, yeah? So we have an expert, a digital expert called Alex, who will assist you when it comes to the enrollment process. Immediately you enroll, we're going to hand you over to the university. And as Linda said, you're going to have about 10 days of orientation. Within these 10 days, the university is going to structure your mind and structure your timetable, so you'll be able to adjust gradually as you continue with your studies. So let us emphasize the fact that you are not alone in this process, right from coming to us up until you hand you over to the university. And even when you're dealing with the university, the support is there throughout the way, yeah? So I'd just say that we assist in getting you the preferred university, getting you the program of your choice, doing the application process for you, following up with the university until you get your offer letter. And then after the offer letter, we now help you in the enrollment process. And then we give you the go ahead to make the payment to the school. And all that is just a process that you assist all through the way. So Christine, is there anything else you'd like me to mention?
All right. So maybe just one question from the audience. I see Susan. She has a concern. Does distance study work with universities in Kenya or only outside? I mean, maybe she's meaning only abroad.
Okay,
So,
thank
yeah.
you for that. She's Susan. Thank you, Susan, for that question. For currently distance study, and our digital expert I think has shared the flyer on our chats. The universities that we work with are in UK, Australia. Yeah, he's just shared it right now. UK, Australia, Germany, USA, and some in Dubai. Yeah. So we have not partnered with any local institutions as at the moment, but that is in our pipeline as we plan to grow the department. And we're also looking into some institutions such as the aviation industry in South Africa to also get that partnership. So currently we have not partnered with any local institution, but that's in the works for us. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edith. Thank you for coming in and answering questions and also debunking some of the myths that we do hear or we do tackle in our everyday counseling session. So I'd like to open the floor to our audiences. Audience, I'm sorry. I would like to welcome any one of us who has a question that we can address, maybe one or two questions, and then we can call it a day. So anyone with any question, any concern, any comments,
Okay, I see. Sorry, Christine. I see quite a number of questions on the chat. I've tried to answer some of them. Cecilia was asking about the flexibility of choosing the work as the study time. As Linda and Maureen have mentioned, it's up to you to choose the time that you study, the one that works best for you. If you're a morning person, that's your time. If you're a night person, that's your time. As long as by the end of the day, you are within the set timetable. Yeah. Okay, so Ms. Wanjiro was inquiring about the tech support, which I think that has already been answered by Linda. Student support, all those support is going to be there for you, and you never get stuck. You don't get stuck at all. Yeah. So Ashley asked, do online students have access to support services? I think it's the same as what Sanjiro was asking, and that has been answered. Moving on, Felix was asking if he wants the journey of how to study in Australia versus the UK requirements and the time frame. So let me just answer that briefly. Felix, the application process is more or less the same when you compare Australia and UK. One of the main differences comes about when it comes to progression. For Australia, they require you to progress right from undergraduate to whichever level that you want. So you cannot change your program in Australia. So if you're doing, let's say, business, you have to continue with different business levels as you grow in your academic life. But in UK, you're able to change the course of your studies. You can be a teacher and you can go into business. That's the main difference when it comes to the UK and Australia. Another main difference is the fact that Australia fees and UK fees are different. UK would be more friendly financially when it comes to paying of fees as compared to Australia. However, both regions allow you to pay gradually, so you have a payment plan. And I'll be happy to reach out to you for further details on how we can do the application process. Yeah. So let's move on to Agi. How does master's degree, how long does it take? I think I answered you. A master's degree is about 1 to 2 years, depending on your specialization. So it's, let's say 1 to 2 years, you'll be done with a master's degree. Okay. So Tom was asking if there are any PhD students here in the platform. And I see, I think 1 or 2. I'm going to reach out to you, Tom, after I link up with the ones who are here, so that I can hook you up together and you form a cohort of sorts. It's really good when you're doing your PhD, you have someone who can push you. You can push each other as you do your studies and all that. So I can see 2 here, Tom, but I need to reach out to them first so that I can share their contacts with you. Okay. So I think that should be it from, okay, Tyson was requesting about the fees. Yeah, I think Christine, you can respond to that as a pieces call.
Okay. So Tyson, you are requesting for the fees. Was it for the master's program or generally, or a general?
You could just speak in general, because you don't know his level. Yeah, just talk in general. He hasn't mentioned if it's undergraduate or master's.
Yeah. So for the fees, Tyson, we have different universities with different ranges, but we can start at, for bachelor's, we have as low as, if you have something to do with, in pounds, that would be like maybe from around 14,000 pounds. Also according to your ranking. If you need a highly ranked school, that means it will be quite on a higher side. All right, that is for undergrads. For our master's program, we have universities going as from around 13,000. All right, that is now maybe a lower figure, 13,000 to now going above. You know, also depending on the ranking of the school. These ranges I'm giving in pounds, okay? Because the fees are paid in pounds, all right? So that is the range that you work with. When you compare it to the on-campus school fee, that is way on a way affordable range. As an on-campus, because you're shedding off the living expenses and other miscellaneous expenses. You're only paying for tuition fees that will cover the whole duration that you will be there. So that's why I was insisting that online studies, they are very affordable, have payment plans. You can make deposits as low as 50,000. according to your pocket. It's pocket friendly, as Edith has had mentioned. It's very pocket friendly for someone who has just started in their career or someone who wants to upskill generally. All right. So before I end the session, I think we are past time. Edith, do you have any last words for us?
I see Peace is in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give him a chance.
Okay. Hello, Peace.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Excellent. I hope everyone else is good.
Yes, yes, yes. Everyone
Sorry,
else is good.
I'm just doing it now.
Yeah.
Sorry
Thank you for joining
for
us.
the time.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's
thank you.
okay, sir. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for setting aside your time. As much as after when you are finishing, but thank you regardless. You have made time for us. So what we were doing
Yes.
is we were just introducing ourselves. You know, um, telling us about your online journey, online studies journey. How has it been for you now that you need to balance academics and your career? How has it been? You know.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Maybe just to say, I started in January. I graduated last year, and I was really looking for a course that I'd do within 1 year, and I wanted to do it this year specifically, so that I'm just done with masters for the sake of progression or the career progression. So first of all, units have really helped me because I had really looked at various options, but when I just came, talked to Edith, she really helped me. And I joined University of Portsmouth, continuing. So I'm currently doing masters in international relations, continuing from my undergraduate, the same thing I did. So far, it has been good. Actually, just I entered when you were talking about the payment plan, which I totally agree. They don't ask for everything. I paid the first deposit. I think mine was installment payment of 4 times. I don't understand the semesters, but now I know that they're in the summer break. I haven't understood the season yet. Yeah. Semester did
We'll explain that to you.
it, yes.
We'll reach out to you to explain that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did 6 units in my first semester. UK being my choice of country, I think communication has been very easy. There's been no language barrier. We've been using Moodle mainly for the courses. So mine is distance learning. I think there are 2 types of online. There's the online study and there's distance learning. So mine is distance learning, which the number of sections, interactions are not so much, but they're enough so that in case you're stuck, when you're starting, you don't really understand how they do things and you really need to consult. And they've been really good in terms of correspondence. They reply on time. The email, if I just log into any scholarly website, once I use my email, I'm able to access any resources, which was a big concern for me because sometimes the assignment they give you, it's not like here in Kenya where you know everything or you're familiar with the Kenyan context. So accessing the resources has been really helpful for me. What else? Oh, another thing I should mention. I don't know if I met someone. I think it's a workmate, but now they're in a different ministry, and also in UPSU. I've also met a number of different people. There's a military guy from Venezuela, so it's actually quite rich because when we interact in class, we get people from different backgrounds. For assignments, I think assignments is really the tricky part. But the good thing about the university I was given is that it gives a fast the first chance for you to submit, then there's a late submission for extenuating circumstances. So far for me, I think it has been really good. And mainly for research, I got a lecturer who has really guided me. So I've started my research. I finished my full proposal. So I'm currently developing it. I'm on the first chapter of my research. For me, um, UNICEF has really been helpful. And I think I didn't mention this, but my brother also went to UK a while back, I think in 2014, and he also used UNICEF. I don't know why when I was trying to get a university, I didn't start with UNICEF. So it has been really helpful, and distance learning for me has been work and school and still get proper education at the same time. So that has been all from me. Thank you so much from the team for UNICEF.
Wow, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much for those kind words. Edith, good job. As you can see, your students, your counseling, your work, your investment is coming to fruition. We have Peace,
Yes, yes.
we have Maureen enjoying their education online. They've gotten what they wanted. They're getting the support they need. It is
And actually, one thing that's shocking is that one thing
mm,
that shocked me is that when you text Edith, even if it's 11 p.m., she'll just reply. So I was wondering,
yeah,
she doesn't go, but she's really been helpful. It's true, she has really been helpful.
I'm
yeah.
so happy. I'm really, really, really happy to hear that, please. I'm happy that you're enjoying your program and you're doing well. We are cheering you on from the sidelines, and I just wish you all the best. Thank you so much, please.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So with that said, I would like to appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for making time for us. I know we have gone past the time that we had set.
Yeah.
Let me apologize for that, but it's worth it. It's really really worth it. We couldn't have had any better. I'm really thankful. I'm grateful. We do not take your time for granted. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for making this, a very interactive session. Thank you for your contributions and your questions. We really value, we really value your contribution and your presence here. So without so much further ado, let me now close the session and just tell you that it is worth, it is worth, it is worth it, it is worth it. If you want to invest without having to relocate, if you are thinking of it, thinking about it, please do not hesitate to contact us. We have our number there on our screen. Call us on that number, and we'll be happy to help you. We'll be happy to help you in your university selection, answering those questions, addressing any issue that you have, so that you have the comfort of upskilling in the comfort of your home, in the comfort of your own schedule, in the comfort of your rhythm, without having to change so much. We don't want you to feel like it's far from reach. We want you to know that this is possible, and you have the right team behind you, and we will help you all through until you graduate. All right. So do have a wonderful rest of your day, and feel free to leave or end the call. Feel free. It has been wonderful having you, and I pray that we have this moment next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
lovely
You too. Thank you so much.